Let's go in order of Eboard.
I already did.
Oh.
I'll go next. Hi everyone, my name is Tracy, and I'm the Vice President for SASE. I'm in chapter next year, and I am a dual majoring in industrial engineering. And a fun fact is, I think for the last 5 months, I only went outside my house for like 4 times.
Quarantine life.
Oh, Chris! Oh my God!
Okay, I think the next is secretary.
Oh, hi guys. I'm Eric. I'm class of 2023. I'm a Mechie with like math and econ as minors. Fun fact about myself is I did lots of martial arts over the years. I've done everything from taekwondo to kung fu to wushu to fencing, and I'm part of Rensselaer boxing. Except I don't know if that's going to be a thing next semester. Yeah.
Is there something you didn't do in school?
Huh?
Is there something you haven't done yet?
My homework.
Okay.
Oh my God. You don't even have summer school. Shut up.
Yeah, I do. I'm literally taking dynamics with you.
Shaking my head. Moving
Unofficially.
on. Treasurer.
I'm Vin. I'm treasurer, and I am a computer systems engineer. One fun fact about me is when quarantine started, I started learning how to cook, and I think my favorite dish to make right now is probably pho.
That's nice.
Isn't that only like third place on the Vietnamese noodle hierarchy?
That's subjective.
Well, I mean, it's subjective. I prefer bún bò Huế, but I mean, pho is always a viable option.
Who's next? PR.
Hi, I'm Min. I'm a sophomore majoring in computer science. And fun fact about me, I used to own chickens. I can probably tell you a bunch of random chicken facts if you want to.
Hit us with one.
Ceramas are the smallest chicken in the world, and they're like slightly larger than a Coke can fully grown.
Is that?
All right, next. Events directors.
Kedar, you want to go first?
Kedar, you're muted.
Hey everyone, my name's Kadar. I'm a rising sophomore in biomedical engineering major. Fun fact about me is I've moved 5 times in my life, so.
Whoa. Where?
It's kind of a long story, but it's just multiple places in the US, so.
Chris.
Yokozo minasan.
Oh my God!
Why are you like this?
Someone kick him!
Too soon.
I'm Chris. Technically, I'm not supposed to be events director, but due to unfortunate circumstances, I am. I'm a transfer student. Transferred in last year, class 2022. Aerospace engineering major. I am in SASE.
Oh God, who is this kid?
Oh my! I don't know him.
Wait, Chris, why's your hair so different? What happened to your hair?
Yo, his hair goes down to here.
This.
Oh.
So I keep it
So
up.
you're one of those people, okay?
What do you mean I'm one of those people?
At least he's not balding.
Look at how long this hair is, dude.
I like it. Just leave it.
I can almost cover my nose with it. I haven't cut my. Oh yeah, that's a fun fact I'm gonna use. I haven't cut my hair since January, and I've been outside for only 2 times since March.
All right, mentor co-head. You have a little hidden
Wait, do I
keyboard
have
member.
to? Do I have
Yes, Kevin.
Oh my-
Introduce
Yes.
yourself.
to? Okay, well, I'm not sharing my camera because my hair is a mess right now. But hi, everybody. I'm Kevin Siu, aeronautical engineering as well. Junior now. Fun fact, I'm from Virginia, but everyone thinks I'm a city boy.
No,
I'm a
you're
city
an
boy.
Alabama
West
kid.
Virginia.
I hate you guys.
Alabama.
I'm quitting Eboard.
Louisiana.
Bye.
Bye. Have fun.
And we also have a senior advisor here. Spencer,
We
you're
do?
muted.
We do?
Yes.
Word.
Otherwise known as a boomer.
Yeah.
We have
That's
the
like, yeah.
boomer. We have the boomer here.
What do you think the senior means in senior advisor?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I'm technically not Eboard, but I'm here. So, hi guys. I'm Spencer. I'm doing civil engineering. I'm a senior, honest, obviously. And fun fact, I was vice president last year. I guess that's fun.
That's not fun. That's not fun.
I don't know. If we talk in the future, I'll let you know more about myself.
If we talk in the future.
That's so
Damn.
That's so threatening.
Oh
my god.
Oh, true.
Oh,
That's a fun fact. That's a fun fact.
Please.
All right, who's
Ooh.
next? Who's next?
I think that's everyone.
That's a fun fact.
Wait, we have another. Don't we have another senior advisor in the call right now?
Do we
Is he here?
now? Where is he?
He's right there. He's on his phone. And he's
Wesley
muted.
Chow, introduce
Wesley Chow.
yourself.
Yo, that kid's here? Oh no. Of all people you can invite.
Wes?
All right, let's just move on. Whatever.
Okay, yeah, let's move on. Kedar, do you want to introduce the outline of the podcast?
Yeah, I can do that. So, hey everyone, welcome again to the podcast. So the way this is gonna go is we're first gonna answer a few pre-written questions, which are pretty common questions among incoming freshmen, and like we're also gonna go over pretty important information related to them. And then at the end, after we answer those questions, we're gonna basically have a Q&A session where we'll be answering like any questions that you guys have, and it doesn't necessarily have to be. They don't necessarily have to be related to social life and campus life.
Question 1.
Yeah. Oh, actually, did you want to talk about this?
I did that in my little introduction,
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, I could talk about it. So our mission statement, as you can see on the board, is supported by our 3 pillars: professionalism, diversity, and community service. And we try to center a lot of our events around those 3 pillars. So we have a few examples are conflict management workshops, resume workshops, interview prep, and we did an event last year where we made our own business cards, which was really fun.
We?
Yes, Chris,
Wait,
you
we
weren't
did?
there.
Wait,
Yeah.
I wasn't there either.
You weren't there either.
Wait, I didn't even know it was a thing.
That was before you were in school, Chris.
Oh, TFTI.
Unfortunate. So we also help out with Relay for Life, on like getting money for cancer survivors. And yeah. Let's move on.
Mhm.
So the first question is, what is the best way to make friends and get to know other people at RPI? Take it away, kids.
Who wants to go first?
Chris, your name is first.
Chris, your
Alright,
name is
fine, I'll
Willie
go
first.
Alright, so I could give a fake answer to come off as funny, or I could give an actual sincere answer.
Come on, TLDR.
Come on, Chris.
TLDR, go to clubs. Clubs are very, very surprisingly fun because you get a lot of freedom.
Without us, Chris would have no friends.
That is true.
You know, you're not wrong. You're not 100% wrong. 90% of my friends in RPI right now do have an affiliation with SASE. So yeah, SASE is good. Another way you can get friends is just go around campus. Don't be afraid to talk to people, because this is what you should keep in mind. If you're a freshman, right? Talk to any other freshman you see, because they're in the same boat as you. They don't know anyone. You don't know anyone. You might as well just talk to each other and make some friends. Another easy way to make friends is just go to the union. Go to the union. There's a lot of crazy shit that happens. Usually there's some guy who yells, "I lost the game," and then everybody starts talking about how they
Oh,
lost
I
the game.
hate you. Why are you like
Yeah, just clubs. Don't be afraid to talk to people, especially when there are other freshmen. Do not stay in your dorms.
Well,
Actually, staying in your dorms is
stay in
probably the
dorms.
most important.
These are current.
Actually, for now, yes.
For now, I mean, yeah. If this was normal, if it was a normal time, just go out and talk. But for social distance,
No,
social distance,
officially.
social distance.
Yeah,
wait,
but
what
like
else
to
is this
elaborate
about?
on Chris. Chris, are you done?
Yeah, he's done.
So to elaborate on Chris, there's quite a lot of clubs on campus. Hopefully, most of them are doing online meetings. Our club, in the very least, are doing online meetings, so we look forward to that. So our school has like social clubs, and then we have like academic clubs. Our club is kind of like a mix of both. But if you're interested in like clubs that are just for your major, they have that too. So if you're civil engineering, you're mechie, you're aerospace, they have clubs for just those majors.
DBF, RS.
Yeah, DBF is for arrows. DBF stands for Design, Build,
Build,
Fly.
Rocket Club, RRS, Rensselaer
Chris,
Rocket
get your
Society.
advertisements out of here.
You should join.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Hey,
so like
what?
if you want to know about more clubs on campus, talk to us. We're
Yeah,
not
and if
afraid
you
to
want-
like point in directions for you.
Yep. And if you want, there are also sports clubs you can join. Exercise, volleyball club. Let's go.
Online sports games.
You can play some sport. Hang out with some
Oh my
people
God.
instead of just do stuff.
Stop encouraging him. Is that it, Spencer?
Oh.
Oh, if you want to talk about Rensselaer Rocket Club, you can just talk to DM
Oh
me.
God, someone
DM
mute
me,
him.
Reese.
Can we kick him? Is that a thing?
Wait, you're
No.
at the rap club?
There's a
Did you say
rap club?
Did
No,
you
he
say
said
rap?
Rocket.
Oh,
Rocket Club.
Oh, Rocket.
Do I look like a
Right.
person who can rap, Spencer?
Dude, that's why.
Yeah,
I
put
asked. I
on
was
your
surprised.
black and green hat, bro. The snapback.
Oh, true.
Yeah, as soon as he puts it on, he turns into a Japanese rapper.
What?
Well, I'm not even kidding. All right. In the interest of time, I will go. So, all y'all's freshmen, I'm a year above you, so I guess I have the freshest experience to making friends, I guess, besides Chris. Biggest things are definitely go to those initial club meetings, right? You're going to find a bunch of randos that may not look like they have the same, like interests as you, but in reality, you might instantly click with them. You never know. Second is definitely, I don't know if they're going to open the union, but definitely go to the union. Out of all my time at RPI, I always say that I spend the most time, not in my dorm sleeping, but in the union. Whether it's the McNeil room, which is the huge giant space, or downstairs in the game room, or downstairs but in the food court area, that is where I meet the most faces and ultimately get to know them. And
See, I would tell you to go to the union right now. However, because of the current situation, the union has been turned into a second library, so you probably shouldn't go.
Oh, oof.
Yeah, it's you cannot sit in groups anymore in the union, so you probably shouldn't even go unless you're just going to study and find a place to
Yeah. And
quietly
please
study.
stay safe, guys.
Stay safe. Wash your
Don't-
hands.
Don't
Guys,
do
Socially
stupid
distance.
stuff.
Put on your mask.
I don't trust Chris. He's gonna be the
Don't
first one to get COVID.
Don't
I swear to
Chris.
God.
Yeah, I'm not going to the union no more because people like Chris aren't very
Sanitary.
yeah.
Huh?
All right, let's move on to question 2. What are important locations to know on campus? So for me, I would say the 2 main important buildings that you should know off the bat is Pub Safe, the building for Pub Safe, which is public safety, and Academy Hall. That's where you get medical treatment. So like the first week of I tried, Kevin. I don't know what to call it. Anyway, the first week of being on campus, I was skating down a hill, and then I hit the floor, and then like I scraped my elbow.
Wait, did you really?
Yeah, it was like there's a scar.
Damn, first week.
Yeah, I lost a chunk of my elbow.
Huh?
I'm not.
No, you
Yeah.
can't put it that way.
Is it sad that I'm not surprised?
First of all, Chris,
First
it was
week, dude.
it was a steep hill, okay, and there was a car coming, so I was trying to stop, and then I
What
fell.
the fuck?
So RPI actually has free ambulance. So if
Oh,
you ever
shit.
need a ride to the hospital, They're free. Use it. You don't need to pay an arm and leg for ambulance. But the
Wait, is
hospital
that
fee
true?
was mad expensive. It was like $1,500 for an X-ray, just to check if my elbow was broken.
$1,500?
Yeah.
Yo, you could just find
What?
a mech E and just tell them to build you an X-ray machine.
No.
Yeah.
Go to school.
But
That's
yeah,
crazy.
know those
Something
cheap places.
$1,500?
I probably should have shown this a little bit earlier, but yeah, this is a pretty good map of campus. This is just a partial view of it, but if you want to see the full view of it, then you can just click on the link down below. And it's pretty good because it has literally like every building and street labeled on campus. So yeah, if you want to see the full view, like see the full map and also each of the labels for each building, then you can use this link below, and we'll also be uploading this recording of this podcast to our YouTube channel, and we'll be including the actual link that you can click on in the description of that video. So yeah, this map there's we have labeled here like just a few different places that are important to know. So we've already like referenced a few of them before. So the building right here is the student union. So that's basically traditionally it's been a place where just a lot of like students just like hang out with their friends and also like get like homework done and study. But I think for at least the next semester, or maybe even the semester after that, which is next spring, it's mainly going to be used for like a study space. But it still definitely is a place that you should go to because it's a really like common and like popular location on campus. And then
wait, Kadar, can you point at PubSafe, the building for PubSafe?
It's under the Union, 36.
Oh,
36.
Here, 36.
Yes. If you ever need help, maybe you lost something, go there.
If you lost
you
your
wanna
ID,
know the most useless
if you lose your
building on
ID, you go
campus?
to the PubSafe.
Yeah.
Look, if you look at building number 76 labeled impact, you will never be there.
That's a good
Hey, whoa. Okay, stop. Those of you who are interested in art and music, let me just say, when I walked into RPI, I had like a negative music experience, right? And then I took a course called Exploring Music, and let me tell you, they have some pretty cool like STEM music experiments going on in MPAC. You just literally just walk in, and there's just signs everywhere. So if you are ever interested in any like world class music technology, just go to MPAC. It's one actually when you walk into the door, you see something really cool. I'm not gonna spoil it, but you guys can go check it out. Yeah.
It's the coolest building on campus, but if you don't have any arts courses, you will never be there.
If you don't have any interest in arts, you will never be there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, going back to the question, I would say probably explore the campus once you're actually on it, once you've moved in everything, just so you get a feel of like where your classes are. So what I did the day before classes start was go to the classes, go to the buildings that I know I had classes in, and try to see how long it takes me to walk to the next class, so I know I wouldn't be late. Yeah, my advice.
Damn.
Hey, what's building number 58? All the way on the right.
What? What's 58? Oh, that's
yeah.
You're only ever gonna go anywhere near there for a frat party.
I think that's Shirley's mansion. Question mark?
Shirley's mansion?
It's on Tibbet.
Why would that be on the campus map?
I don't know.
We're not going to visit
Wait.
her house.
It's one of those like.
It's part of campus.
You're never gonna go there.
It's actually her house?
Every single year,
I don't think so.
2 people get randomly chosen and take the master bedroom.
Eric, stop lying.
Yeah, so one thing I definitely recommend is, I think Michelle said this, but like definitely like take it's like before you get on campus, it's really important to know like specifically like geographically like where the buildings are for your in-person classes, and also maybe like important buildings labeled here or anything else. It's important to just like, you don't have to memorize literally every building on campus, but just the important ones, like these buildings and also the buildings for your in-person classes, so that you aren't super lost when you get on campus. I mean, you still will have to, it is still a good idea that when you're on campus, you do like some exploring around campus. But before you get on campus, it's really important to look at this map and have a sense of where the important buildings are. So.
Okay, Amber, for your locations of the cafes on campus, we're gonna be actually answering that in the next question.
Cafe?
Yeah,
Like dining halls?
like cafes. We're answering in the next question, Spencer.
Oh yeah,
Spencer, it's not your turn.
isn't that the question? Yeah, we'll be going into that in the future question.
That's what Michelle just said.
Yes. And also, if you guys are wondering about mailing centers, how are you going to be receiving your mail? There's going to be mailboxes in your dorm building. Certain dorm buildings have mailboxes, and you can open them via your room key or like a passcode that they give you. But for like large packages, like Amazon packages, there's a specific little place under the commons or dining hall where you go and you just give them your ID and how many packages.
No, not anymore.
That's
Not
outdated
anymore?
information.
Really?
So
Oh,
Michelle's a
no.
little too old for
It's in the
this,
union.
but in the union, there's a
It's in the union.
specialized mailing center.
Oops.
Now there's lockers and everything. Everything's high tech, contrary to what Michelle
Everything's
said.
so new.
Michelle's off the screen. She's like, I'm wrong.
You're so old, bro. They renovated it. while we were
False
on campus.
information? You're handing out false information in an informal
My bad.
podcast?
My bad. Ignore what I said. But yes,
She's
it was
the real
important.
boomer.
I totally forgot.
Might as well.
But yes. All right. I think we're good.
Mm-hmm.
Next question.
All right. Hold on.
What are some fun things to do on and around campus? Oh wait, this is me too.
That's a good question.
So yeah. So what Amber said about cafes, I think there's a Starbucks cafe in the DCC.
There is a Star Cafe.
Yeah, there is.
Yes.
Starbucks Cafe.
And there's also a cafe in our library, which has bubble tea. But it's
Yeah,
not
don't go there for
tapioca
bubble
that
tea.
They don't have
serve.
tapioca.
It's
It is
fake.
extremely-
It's cube
It's
jelly.
not
Wait,
good.
they
It's fake.
have jelly, which is sometimes a suitable substitute for fruity boba.
Okay, Eric, you're a Jersey guy. Like, no, that's not bubble tea.
What is that supposed to be?
I never
Don't
said
have
bubble
real
tea.
bubble
It's
tea.
not bubble tea.
Shots fired.
Yes, there's also a cafe, Terra Cafe in MPAC, but I don't think I've never gone there. I've only gone there once because it's really far.
Yeah, they have some specialty stuff though, but they're kind of pricey.
Yeah.
Yeah, like downtown Troy, there's also like some spots. I know Farmers Market is, I believe, every Saturday. Thank you, Eric. There's Farmers Market every Saturday. And usually it's like a bunch of shops just sit around like downtown Troy area. And they just sell a lot of it's mainly food, but I don't know what else they sell there. Yeah, no, it's pretty much just food in Farmers Market every Saturday. There's also a bowling alley right next to RPI. What's it called again? I forgot. It was like
I think it's Sam's.
It's
anyone-
Sam's
Uncle
Lanes.
Sam's. Uncle Sam's.
Uncle
yes,
Sam's, yeah.
Uncle Sam's Lanes. You can get like a lot of good deals there. I think every weekend they have a discount on games. I remember going there once, and it was like only 25 cents for a game or something like that. And also there's a cafe. There's a board game cafe called shoot, I forgot the name of
I
that
think it's
one
called
too.
Bard.
It's Bard and something.
Well, yeah, but there's a board game cafe down there, downtown. They also sell boba tea,
Yes, they do.
and it's better than the cafe at the library. And other than that,
Yes,
there's a lot
it's
of
called
good
Bard and
food
Baker.
options. Oh, Bard and Baker, okay. There's a lot of good food options there, but that's related to another question, so I'm not going to go into that yet. But
So for
I
on
don't know what else.
campus in the Union, there's a game room on the first. No,
yeah.
it's not the first floor. Is it the first
It's
floor?
the bottom floor.
It's the
It's
first
the bottom floor. It's the first
Yeah,
floor.
first floor.
No, the basement is something else, Amber.
Yeah,
The
basement is something else. It's really spooky down there. Don't go down there.
If you
No,
go
it's
there
fine.
around like 5 to 8, you will usually see Eric, Justin, Frankie.
Okay. Wait, can I talk about this?
Go
This
ahead.
is my
Yeah,
specialty.
sure.
All right, so the Union Game Room is a very fun place. If you guys imagine like Casino Royale from
James Bond.
from 007, yeah, it's a similar setup in the sense that there's like I think there's like almost 10 pool tables, and by pool I mean billiards, and 2 ping pong tables, and a crap ton of other stuff. There's 2 shuffleboard tables, not shuffleboard. There's 2 like air hockey tables. There's mahjong underneath the counter. If you ask them for mahjong, they will give you mahjong. There's also every Friday, the Smash Club holds tournament, or every Saturday. I forgot, honestly. In the arcade corner with a bunch of like consoles, with a bunch of TVs, it's just crazy. Just a bunch of honestly, just a bunch of nerds. And it's always packed after classes. So be sure to check that out if it's still open. I have no idea if it's open. I emailed them twice. They haven't
Probably
responded.
not open.
But be sure to check that out. Moving on.
Wait, hold on. If you guys have nothing else to say, once again, if you guys join clubs, there's a lot of stuff to do. Clubs usually have, well, events and other things.
You want to elaborate on that, Chris?
Yes.
If you join clubs like RRS or DBF, usually they have meetings and stuff where you guys go in and do some engineering work. Or if you guys would just want to have fun and relax, you can join something like a sports club, or you could join HKSA or CASA. You could join, actually, HKSA, we do social stuff, like hot pot, except you can't do that now because we have to socially distance.
We can't officially do that.
Wait, what can you do in HKSA now? Because HKSA usually does everything.
Chris, we're working on that. We're working on that.
Chris, mute yourself,
yeah.
Jesus.
That's that. If you want to do some sports stuff, you can join sports clubs. Usually they have open gyms and stuff. For example, volleyball has open gyms. So you can just go in and play some volleyball with random people or with your friends.
Oh yeah, to elaborate on that, there's also like a rock climbing area, I think in the 87 gym.
Ooh,
It's free.
Rock climbing.
It's free
Yeah, it's
Tuesdays
free.
and Thursdays, 6 to 8.
Yeah, and I know Outing Club does a lot of hiking, canoeing, stuff like that if you're into it.
Yeah, so there's a lot of options of other clubs, not just us, that are on campus doing a lot of cool things.
Yeah. When we're done, when we get to the Q&A, if you guys want us to give you specific examples based on activity, just let us know and we'll wrap them out.
Usually, all the clubs, including SASE, do open events that anyone can join. So you just look around for flyers or any posts on social media, and you can just find probably at least one event a week, honestly.
Mm-hmm. And something to add on that, the Mueller, our campus gym, they have flyers of like free events every so often. I remember there was an acai bowl event. So yeah.
Acai
bowl.
Acai.
Eric, please. It took me so long to pronounce acai.
It's not even acai.
It is
not?
acai.
Wait,
It is acai?
Yeah.
Are you talking about ACIA?
I looked it up because I had to order
No,
in
it's
Starbucks
AC tail I.
Wait, that's how
AI.
you pronounce it?
Acai. Yeah, it's
How do you
pronounced.
pronounce it, Spencer?
It's an S.
I don't. I just
I pronounce it
don't
acai.
it. I'll probably pronounce it Akai or something.
No,
I pronounce it acai.
Acai, my
No.
guy.
if you take French, you know that anytime you put a tail on a
Uh.
C, it's automatically an S.
All right, moving on. How can I get around campus and Troy safely and effectively?
I can start. So I don't know if it's a thing anymore, but RPI has something called Safe Ride. And Safe Ride is basically Uber or I was about to say Postmates, but that's not the right one. It's basically like Uber. It's free for RPI students. It's not hard. It's actually extremely easy to use. And I don't know if they have it this year because of COVID-19. But if they don't, well, you're gonna have to walk. Make sure you walk in groups. Troy is a very sus place for some fucking reason. You really want to walk in groups of
2 or more.
2 or more. Yeah, just don't walk by yourself. But if you do walk by yourself, make sure you're like in an area of
Just don't go to
Light.
15th. Just don't go to 15th Street.
Yeah.
Wait,
don't go to
so
15th Street in Hutton. That's usually where all the RPI alert stuff happens. Yeah.
So to
There's
give a little
also
bit of
RPI
context.
shuttle,
Oh.
and so on and so forth. And I don't really know too much about the CDTA, so if anyone wants to talk about that,
Oh
go
yeah, I
for it.
can talk about that. So the CDTA is pretty much basically like a public bus system. So it's not just unlike the RPI shuttle system, it's not just based around the RPI campus. It actually goes pretty much anywhere in both Troy, Albany, Schenectady, and also like a lot of other places. So it's a really good way to like get and it also the buses go through RPI, so it's a really good way to get transportation from the RPI campus to pretty much anywhere nearby in Troy, Albany, or just anywhere nearby in the community. So if you click on this link that's next to if you click on this link that's on the slide, then you can pretty much see all the buses that that are in Troy from the CDTA, and also the schedules and specific routes of each bus. So pretty much like with all the buses like combined, you can pretty much get almost anywhere in the like local community in Troy or Albany that you want. And there's a bus that goes directly to the Price Chopper supermarket and also Walmart. It goes directly there and back. So that's a pretty popular bus that a lot of students go on whenever they need to get groceries or anything like that. So, and about the CDPHP cycle, that's pretty much a place where you can actually like rent bicycles, basically. So if you click on this website on the slide, then you can learn more about that. It's I'm not sure the exact details, but I think you can either rent you can rent bikes for either monthly or per semester. So it's a really good way if you don't want to wait for a bus each time you want to go somewhere, but also if you want to get to places faster than by just walking, then renting a bike is definitely something that you could look into. So.
Or if you really want to get to some place and the shuttle doesn't work or the buses are too late or so on and so forth, you could just ask Kevin because he usually drives everyone around.
No. I think Spencer wanted to elaborate on something earlier.
Yeah, so Chris made it sound like someone dies in Troy every single day. That's not true.
It's every other week.
Every other week.
It's every other week. No, but like all jokes aside, if you're on campus premise and you're walking during the day, you're fine. It's when the sun goes down that you might be in slight risk. So as long as the sun is up, you see the sun, you're fine. So yeah, don't worry about that if it's during the day.
Could someone get shot in broad daylight?
Yeah, but it's like 0.001% chance. And also for Safe Ride, they only operate during nighttime hours. So if you're like, for some reason you're outside at like 1 a.m., that's where you can ask for a Safe Ride to get home.
Safe Ride ends at 2 a.m., so don't stay out for
something
that.
like that. But they operate at late nights.
It is 2 a.m.
Do you know what time it starts, Chris?
It starts at like 8, I think.
Yeah, it used to start at like 7 to 8.
But no jokes. If you really like, I'm okay with driving anyone anywhere as long as it's not like unreasonable. You can ask friends if you're trying to go to someplace.
Are you trying to befriend people, Chris?
But don't like
Trying to be an
bother
Uber.
people. Don't bother people. Oh yeah, and also, Kevin said that he's willing to be an Uber as long as you send him
A
Venmo
paycheck.
money. Kevin,
Gas money.
or am I getting this wrong?
Wait, Kevin, you said I could compensate my gas money payments for helping you during exams, right?
All right, let's move on to the next question. Wait, Kevin said wait. Oh, okay.
Oh, we can talk about this if you want for a little bit more. Or did Kevin want to say something?
No, he meant something else.
Okay.
What are good places for food and shopping around RPI?
Yeah, I'll answer this first. So a couple of places I like to go to are Troy's Kitchen, Sunny's, and K-Plate. Although, like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of food in around RPI is pretty expensive. Like, I remember going to, I think it was the taco stand in the farmer's market, and that was like, I think it was like $9-10 for like 3 pieces of taco. But other than that, I mean, the food's good though, especially K-Plate. K-Plate's pretty cheap actually. I don't remember what the pricing was, but I think it was like $6-7 for a plate of bulgogi. But yeah.
If you go to Sunhees, you can watch Wesley wash dishes.
That is true.
Or Spencer. It depends on the time.
I don't work there no more. I'm done.
You don't work there no more?
It was too much.
If you want to watch Wesley slave off away, just go to Sunhees when he's working.
Right. All right. So there's a lot of Asian food options around RPI. So my personal favorites are Sunhees as well, Lucky Corner, K-Plate. Whistling Kettle isn't Asian food, but they have nice tea, and I think it's like a popular brunch spot. They have a lot of sandwiches. But Lucky Corner, they have a large variety of different bubble tea flavors. My personal favorite, lychee milk tea, so good. K-Play also has bubble tea, but their flavor options are quite limited. There's also fast food, a lot of fast food restaurants like McDonald's, Popeyes, pizza places.
Yeah, Popeyes is very important.
Oh, what's that street called? Or avenue? I don't remember.
Hutton Street.
It's like there's just a whole line of restaurants and stuff you can go to. It includes
Husik.
There's every fast food you can find. And if you go to RPI, there is one place you have to visit at least once.
Uh-oh.
The ice cream place. I don't actually remember the name though.
Yes. No, it's
What's
literally
the ice
just
cream
Ben
place?
and Jerry's. We have a Ben and Jerry's.
Dutch
ice
Udder,
cream
Dutch
shop.
Udder, that's it.
Dutch Udder.
If you go to
Wait,
RPI
what?
and you don't visit Dutch Udder at least once, you're missing out.
Yeah, what's Dutch Udder?
Wait, what's Dutch Udder?
It's an ice cream
It's a place in downtown Troy. It's got ice cream. They're closed during the winter, but they have very good ice cream.
Homemade ice cream. It's super good. It's like the best ice cream you'll probably ever get in your life.
I don't know.
Have you been to the Spoon in Princeton?
I don't even know what that is.
Okay, never mind. Since there's silence, another huge place that you're definitely gonna go to, especially if you like Asian food and you have some form of transportation, is the Asian supermarket. Really, just like Asian supermarket. I forgot what the Chinese name was, but it's very much like your local Asian mart. There is like a bakery shop in the corner with like a whole like setup where you can just go buy a.
I think it's takeout kind of style.
If you join the Chinese American Student Association, CASA, they do give free rides every month to the Asian market.
Yes.
Yeah, I also go there every week, but I have limited space. So if you want to hitch a ride, maybe I'll have space. Maybe.
Another good place for food off campus is actually the Troy Farmers Market. It's also like pretty popular among students at RPI. So it's actually the Troy Farmers Market is held every Saturday, and it's not too far off campus. And usually there's a lot of different like set up for like, fresh fruits and vegetables. So it's really good way. It's a really good place if you want to just get fresh produce like fruits and vegetables. And like I said, it's every Saturday, so it shouldn't really conflict with your classes during the week. And also, it's not that far off campus.
Yeah.
Just a disclaimer though, all of this stuff we're saying might be different because of the current situation. So I don't even know if they have a farmer's market this year.
It's still open.
Yeah, it's still
I think like
Still open?
2 months ago when I went up to Troy, I saw it open.
Oh, nice.
So good.
Yeah, there's also
you
shuttle
answer?
that brings you down. So yes, there's transportation.
But that takes like 40 minutes? No?
40 minutes? No, it's super fast. It's a
yeah.
farmer's market.
Oh, no, I thought you meant the
Yeah, farmers market is right downtown.
All right. Does anyone have anything else to add for this question?
If you want good food, just cook your own.
Oh, Commons, they have a little cooking station. So if you don't like the food that they're serving, you could just grab ingredients and cook it yourself.
Except the issue with that DIY portion is that you get the same ingredients every single day. Or they offer the same ingredient. Pasta, onions, pepper, fried tofu of some sort.
And there are also a good few good places for food in the student union. So there's Panera Bread, which is I'm sure most of you have heard of Panera Bread. It's a really good place for sandwiches and soups and anything like that.
I love Panera.
It's extremely overpriced, but the food is somewhat decent.
Yeah,
Really
but you can
good.
use Flex for it, so you don't have to pay with actual money.
Oh yeah. Well, what about the Halal Shack pizza place? AA Maltese Papa Pizza.
Oh yeah, if you go to those places after 9, I believe, they serve late night, so you can use a meal swipe rather than paying money for those spots in the union.
If you have a meal
in the
swipe.
first floor. Yeah, if you have a meal swipe. Which I think all freshmen should have, right?
Yeah, so they have a meal plan which comes with a predetermined meal swipe. So you have a set limit of meal swipes per week. Yeah, 19 meals. Oh Lord. And Flex. So you can spend the Flex in Fathers where they have a whole bunch of snacks. They have a lot of drinks. Who said that?
Wait, are you required to take 19 meals? Is that like the bare minimum?
I think they forced everyone to have that. Yeah, that's probably yeah.
This year they forced
He's
everyone.
like 10.
All right, let me tell you guys. So I run a food Snapchat. I can plug it later. But I eat a was originally at 21 and I dropped all the way down to I think 11 or whatever the one below 19 is.
15.
Not you're 15?
Yeah, it's 15.
Oh, so the one below 15, like I was on that plan and I still had extra at the end of the day, at the end of the week actually. So I don't know. Since you guys are getting discrete meals, I think you guys should abuse the 19 meal plan. Yeah, just a heads up.
Steal fruit from the dining hall.
No, don't even steal fruit. Steal the whole jug of milk out of the thing. I've seen kids go in there with like I've seen kids walk in there with a 1 gallon like thermos and just chuck it underneath the milk thing and just stand there for like 5 minutes.
Yo, that's actually smart.
No one bothers
Why
you.
didn't I think of that?
Yes.
They're so done with the school. They're not even gonna bother you.
If the food portion is small, yeah, you can take it out of the dining hall.
Oh, and on holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas, they have special food options, and they're actually pretty decent most of the time.
They have chashu.
Chashu, but the chashu was pretty ass.
Okay, I think we should move on. There's like
Next
5
question,
more
yes.
chapters
Yeah, let's
and
move on.
6.
What are important items that I should pack? What should I not pack?
So right here, this is a pretty like comprehensive list of like what to pack and what not to pack. It's on the RPI website also. If you like, you can see the list and then also like more information by using the link below. So yeah, so things that you really want to bring are clothes, obviously, but make sure to bring warm clothes because it does get pretty cold in Troy during the winter. And also make sure to bring everything you need for your bedding, so for your bed. So that would just be like a pillowcase, and then also sheets and stuff like that. And then pretty much every any toiletry that you use on a regular basis is really important to bring also. And in terms of like school supplies, it's really important to at least have a backpack and at least a couple folders or notebooks to start off with, and then you can get more school supplies or certain like specific school supplies based on what you think you need for your classes. And then also an extension cord is really important because I think most dorms usually don't have that many plug points. But if you're gonna get an extension cord, then it's really important to make sure it has a surge protector. So if you're gonna order one, or if you already have one, then make sure it has a surge protector. And also, based on the current situation, it's important that you bring some supplies for like hygiene. So that would be basically just soap, hand sanitizer, tissues, and things like that.
Masks.
And masks also are really important. I think RPI will provide you with some of that, but it's important to bring at least some of your own if you think you'll need extra, or if you just want some of your own. And also a raincoat and umbrella are pretty or a raincoat or umbrella or both are pretty important because it does rain a good amount here during the fall, and also like just throughout the year in general. So did anyone else want to say something about this?
As your resident West Coaster, when people say it's cold in winter, it is very cold. RPI is on a hill, so there's a lot of wind, so you definitely want like a windproof jacket. Thermal underwear is a very good bet, as well as lots of layers. And waterproof boots would be nice. Sometimes when it's super cold outside, I personally would recommend like wearing a scarf like to cover your face because the wind can get very biting.
Yeah, your ears could fall off.
Yes.
The temperature might say 0, but pack for -20.
Okay, it's not Canada. It's not Canada all cold, but it's definitely like if anyone's on the East Coast, New York, Jersey, like the coldest days here are like average day.
This is the regular up there.
Yeah.
All right, we definitely went over time, but we're gonna be here for any questions that you guys might have. So just drop them down in the chat and we'll answer them.
We're taking in any questions.
You can also unmute
If you store orange juice in a closet, you're just going to get spoiled orange juice in like 2 days.
Chris, you really not have that there.
Eric, your mic is like your audio's kind of low.
The maximum number of clubs you I'll take that answer. I'll take that. You should probably. Actually, it depends on each person. It depends on how much schoolwork you can handle alongside clubs. But personally, I'd say maximum 3.
Really?
Maximum.
I actually completely disagree. If you're a freshman, wait, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. I completely disagree. If you're a freshman, join as many clubs as you can. For the first month or two, it literally doesn't matter. Your classwork is not going to be like super intensive. So might as well go out there and optimize your social life, right? So join as much as you can, and then slowly just start leaving groups.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess. But if you really want to commit if you want to commit to clubs, the clubs that you commit to, I'd say max 3. But if you technically you can join as many clubs as you want.
Yeah, I agree with Eric. Since it is your first year, try to join as many clubs as possible just to put yourself out there and meet as many people as you can. And you just stick with the people that you vibe the most with.
You vibe. If you ain't vibing,
Fine.
yeah.
Does anyone else want to comment on the question?
What was the full
No?
question again?
But it's all relative. It's all subjective. I mean, if you think you can handle it, go for it. If you don't think you can handle it, then, tone it down.
All right, moving on to the next question. When will the first SASE event be? So we'll be having technically our first event, which is our activities fair, is going to be August 22nd at 4 p.m. It'll be over WebEx, and yeah, stay tuned for that.
Time will be announced in the future, and it'll also be sent out in an email. So don't worry.
Be on the lookout for that. Yes.
Yes, sir.
And actually, before that, so for the next 2 Saturdays, so next week we'll be having a similar podcast like this, except we'll be talking about and answering. We'll be talking about and focusing on academics, pretty much any topic like related to academics and classes at RPI, and also like we have a lot of people on Eboard from a pretty wide range of majors, so we can answer pretty much any major specific question as well. And so that's going to be next Saturday at the same time, 5 p.m. Eastern time. And then the Saturday after that, on August 15th, we're planning to have a similar podcast as well, focused on housing, because we're aware that the housing situation for incoming freshmen is pretty hectic right now, especially given that like the fact that you guys are going to be spread out through campus, and that there's a lot of the situation for housing for freshmen is pretty hectic. So we're going to be having a podcast on August 15th focused on housing on campus at RPI. So be sure to stay tuned for those events.
All right, next question. What other interesting clubs are there on campus?
We can't really list like all few hundred of them.
And just name your favorite, Chris. Oh my God.
SASE, HKSA, RRS, volleyball club. And just name your favorites, I guess. Go for it.
Does anyone have any specific activities they would like to look for clubs for?
Yeah, if any of you guys are interested in outdoor activities like hiking, skiing, canoeing, rock climbing, or there's etc. Outing Club does almost all of those, and I believe they have trips going out every weekend. So definitely check that one out if you're interested in that.
Okay, guys. By the way, wait, can you guys hear me? Sorry, my audio cut out on my side again.
Yeah, I can hear you, Eric.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I was president of a Taiwanese culture club here in the state of New Jersey, and there was my own culture club in high school, and I was always wondering like if there's an RPI equivalent. So if you guys are looking for an RPI equivalent, the kind of like Asian friend group, join HKSA and CASA. Those I would just say just straight go-tos. Yeah, I don't know when they're doing events or when they're coordinating freshman stuff, but yeah. I got you, Vanessa.
We plugged HKSA like 10 times already.
Yeah. Are there any other clubs that you guys want to sponsor?
Sponsored by?
Give a shout out to. Oh, I have one. So I technically joined recently, Eighth Wonder. It's a dancing club. So a lot of the dances that we do, I think it's mainly centered around K-pop. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely join.
What do you mean? You guys did plain?
We do a lot of K-pop, Eric. But yeah, there's also a lot of different stuff, different songs.
Do we have anything else, or is the next question?
The next question.
Next
How
question
do
is
you
the third
guys-
one from Wesley Chow.
How do you guys work with time management? We don't.
You don't.
Let's sleep.
Do it yourself. There are apps out there that help, but to be honest, you just have to put effort into it yourself. There are tools out there to help you, but if you don't follow along with those tools, it probably won't even help that much.
I think my best advice is when you get your syllabus, take note of every single due date, every single project, when it is, just like mark it down, have it somewhere on a calendar or something so that you always know what's coming up.
Yeah, to add on that, so I enter all my events into a Google Calendar and I set notifications to myself. So when there's an exam or a project coming up, I usually set 2 notifications. One is a week before the due date and one is the day before. So I get reminded that, oh, it's due next week. So I put time, I set time aside to actually do it. Why is there 2 Erics?
That's a good question.
So my computer is really destroyed right now. I have no idea why. So I can't show video, but I can reply stuff. So that's not good.
Yeah, I definitely agree with what Michelle said. Like, I know that for me personally, and I know for a lot of other people, using a Google Calendar is really good for like time management and organization. So, like Michelle said, it's really important to like put the due dates for important assignments and projects into your Google Calendar, and maybe setting reminders a day before or a week before or whatever you feel is best. Setting reminders for like when those things are due. I think another thing I would recommend is just to basically like also put the times for your classes into your Google Calendar for the days of each week, and also throughout the semester you can just put a class into your Google Calendar once and have it repeating every week, or how often it repeats every week for the entire semester. And that gives you a pretty good idea of like how much time you have to dedicate like each day and each week to your classes, and also like how much like time apart from your classes and like when exactly it is you have to both do your homework and study or do other things that you want to do, whether it's just free time or going to co-op meetings or anything else. Putting both your classes and other like important and also due dates for other important like homework for other important assignments and projects is really important for like time management and organization.
All right. Does anyone have anything else to add? No. Okay. Nicholas had a question. Are new members of a club expected to come to all or a good portion of the meetings?
No, that depends on the club.
So I would say, since we are all busy college students, it's understandable if you can't make it to all meetings, but I would say try your best to make it to most, because it is good to keep up with the club so you don't feel like an outsider after joining, maybe after ghosting for like a month and then feeling super awkward that everyone got to know each other and then you just drop the club. So try to, I guess, do your best to go to every event.
It depends on a club.
Yeah.
If we're talking about something like volleyball club again, you don't really have to go to any of them. You can just go every once in like every other month, and it doesn't really matter. But for more work intensive clubs, is that the word for it? Like, for example, DBF, Design Build Fly, or RS, Rensselaer Rocket Society. Usually clubs like that expect the members to actually work and do some work. So if you're going to clubs like that, you should you should make sure that you have time for it, because the club will definitely expect time from you. As for clubs like SASE, it really depends. You want to talk about that one, Michelle?
Yeah, so it's pretty flexible. Our events all vary, so you don't really need to go to some to continue off others, if that makes sense. Like it's not like a TV show. Each event's like a movie where it's independent by itself. So yeah, does anyone else have anything to add?
I would recommend at least the beginning of the semester try to go more frequently so you at least get to know the people in the clubs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Eric, I can't hear you.
Are you raising your hand? This man's raising his hand. Now he has technical difficulties. Oh yeah, why is the president of SASE living in the HKC?
Both of the presidents, Rona too. First of all, it's not called HKSA house. It's just
Traitor?
our house.
There is SASE floor, but the president's not living there, is it?
All right. Is that all the questions?
No, we were waiting for Eric because Eric had something to
Hi.
say.
Oh yeah.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes,
Yeah,
Eric.
that's good.
Oh my God. Okay. So my original friend group was super, super, super introverted. And every time I'm like, guys, let's go out and do something, right? They'd just be like, no, we want to watch movies in the Carey classroom. And I'm like, I don't want to watch movies in Carey classroom. So, like, even if your friends don't want to join you, like, still make the effort to go out and just chillax with, I don't know, random, like, they can be random people, right? But eventually they potentially could turn into your best friend, right?
Mhm.
Like, that friend group, actually, no, they did go to one CASA event with me, and that one CASA event, I'm the very first person I met was Kevin Sue. And do you know how I met him? It's because we ran relay races and he had to pass me a pan, right? And so we would hit each other with the pan, and it was just the initial crackheadery bond. So
Yeah, like if somebody doesn't put in the effort to try to be your friend, don't let that stop you from talking to them. Because in my experience, my mentor fucking ghosted me after asking me out to it, like if I wanted to get lunch with him. He didn't fucking answer. But you know what? I was like, you know, this guy's probably cool, so I kept talking to him, and now I'm bullied.
You deserve it, Chris.
Thanks.
That just totally reminded me of something that's irrelevant. So UPAC, which is our campus's cinema, they have movies, I think every week, sometimes, if I'm right, during the month.
Yeah, it's every week.
Okay, it's Fridays and Saturdays, and they have 3 screening times each day, and they have a lot of cool movies. Like I remember I went to see Parasite there, Spider-Verse.
Oh, what was it? Knives Out?
Knives Out was so good, and they played it. So yeah, and tickets are $250, I think, or $275, I forgot. But they're relatively cheap compared to regular cinema, so definitely check that out. And if you don't really want to pay the price, like if you have Netflix, you could actually just go to the DCC and just plug in your own computer and have a little mini movie night with your friends.
True. That's if the room is open.
Yes. But it's usually open if UPAC is open, and they only take one lecture hall, and there's a bunch on that floor.
You have
Eric,
a bunch
you're
of
muted
freedom in this
again.
school. If you think you can do it, you can probably do it.
All right, we're just gonna wait for Eric to come back because I felt like he has something to say.
Are there any questions? Any other questions?
Hello.
Yes, Eric.
Am I back?
Yes.
Okay. So if you guys, so RPI is actually very well set up for movie nights of any kind. So in half of the freshman dorms, they have classrooms. They're very, 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 very different from the dorms. You can tell because they're freshly painted and refurbished. Each of them have a TV with an HDMI cord already, and it's on every floor. Not the classroom, but the TV with an HDMI cord. And also, if you have the time and you have if you guys have the energy, you can just go to DC. You can basically break into DCC, and the classrooms are usually unlocked. So yeah.
Okay, I think that's all the questions. So thank you everyone for joining our first podcast.
Jazz hands.
And that's all we have to say. So this is recorded and it will be posted on our YouTube channel. So if you wish to go back and rewatch some of the parts, it will be up there.
Mm-hmm. And there will also be another podcast.
So yeah, I hope this was helpful for you guys, as chaotic as it was. But please come back for our next podcast, which will be next Saturday.
Not recording and ask
Same
questions.
time.
And also, some of you are probably already from the SASE Discord server. But if you aren't already, then you can scan this QR code in the middle here to join the SASE Discord server. And if you if there are any question, there's a question that you weren't able to ask right now, then you can also ask us in our Discord server. And also you can follow us on Instagram by scanning the QR code on the left. And then also check out our website by scanning the QR code on the right. So.
Yes, please follow us on Instagram. We have a bunch of cute photos on there of our events. So if you do want to see what it looks like in person, definitely follow us to check that out.
The slides will also be sent.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. These slides will be sent through, what was it, email? All right, thanks for answering. Okay.
I think, Kedar, will it be sent through email?
Yeah, it can either be email or we can also when we
put it on Discord.
YouTube, we
can probably just, yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll also put it on the YouTube channel. All right.
All right.
Nice.
And that's that. Thank you guys.
Thanks for coming.
Have a good evening, everyone.